football land, NFL fantasy football, we'll be doing a league here, guys, for $100, free to sign up. I'll post a link here momentarily. But when we look at two quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts or Joe Burrow, who would you rather have as your fantasy quarterback? If you are down there on pick number 12, Jalen Hurts comes up and Joe Burrow, and you're like, I want a quarterback. Who are you going to pick? Well, let's look at the fantasy outlook. Jalen Hurts is projected to score 337 points and be QB3 this year in fantasy football. He is projected to throw for 3,500 yards for 21 touchdowns. He is projected to throw or for rush for 670 yards for 11 touchdowns. Total of 32 touchdowns. Look at Joe Burrow. He is projected to get 335 points and be QB4 this year in fantasy football. Throw for 4,500 yards for 32 touchdowns and rush for another 244 for 4 touchdowns this season. So when we look at fantasy football-wise, obviously Jalen Hurts took the league by storm last year. This man was scoring left and right. He could not be stopped. That quarterback sneak was killer. You get within 5 yards, you get Miles Sanders just shove him in the end zone. Man, it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. However, that is no longer a thing anymore. However, the RPO game has changed as well. The Eagles were killing the RPO game last season. You would have a running back, the tailback would run in front of Hurts, ride it out, ride it out, and pull it out and throw it. Guess what? That is no longer a thing in the NFL. You cannot do that anymore. You cannot hand the ball off in front of you. It has to be the side or to the back of you. Why? I don't know. Basically, they're taking out the RPO of the game. So with that being said, that is going to hurt Jalen Hurts' fantasy output a lot. A lot. Hell, it's going to hurt the Eagles in real life a lot because the RPO was their game. The quarterback sneak being pushed from behind was their game. With that being said, Joe Burrow, nothing changes about his game. Nothing changes about his game. He's going to throw the ball 80% of the time. Jamar Chase is going to eat. T. Higgins is going to eat. Boyd is going to eat. With that being said, when you have an opportunity to draft Jalen Hurts or Joe Burrow, who are you going to pick? Who am I going to pick? I'm going to pick Joe Burrow. Not because I don't think Jalen Hurts is not going to score some points. I think he's going to be, a QB7 in fantasy football this year. But I think Joe Burrow has the most upside. I think Joe Burrow is going to be a better fantasy quarterback than Jalen Hurts this season. Give me Joe Burrow. Just like David said, Joe Burrow, number one. Yeah, I think Joe Burrow is going to have an excellent fantasy football season. Give me Joe.